The vices that you use on a day-to-day basis to keep yourself numb are the things that are killing your money and destroying your life. Every time you keep yourself comfortable, you are ensuring that the circumstances surrounding your life won't ever change. Let me be really, really clear. This video is not for the individual who says, I'm happy where I'm at, and sometimes I like to indulge in things that make me comfortable. I'm not talking to you. This is for the individual who complains about where they are, about how hard life is, about how things are unfair, and then they spend their free time smoking weed. They spend all their free time playing video games. They spend all their free time drunk at the club. This is for the individual who maybe just realized, I actually have the power to change my life, and I have been wasting a lot of time. It's time for me to go do something different. That's who I'm talking to. So before you get all ruffled in the comments, if you're good with where you are, let it fly. But the majority of the people in the United States aren't happy with how their life goes, and they aren't happy with how they have to spend their time. Ironically, though, those same individuals will use the time they do have to completely numb themselves from where they are. They will go to work at 9, get off at 5 on a Friday, and immediately go to the liquor store and spend the next 3 days sitting on their ass. If that's you, you have to realize something. Where you are is a product of the work you haven't done. It's really just that simple. You see, vices like alcohol, weed, games, all of the things, and let me be really clear, this doesn't have to be stuff that you are putting in your mouth, right? This could be just anything you're consuming. Porn, shopping addictions, anything that you're using as an escape. These things really only serve one purpose, and that is to help you forget, to disassociate you from the life that you actually have. And while that might feel good in the short term, there's a very real problem with that in the long term. And that is, you are ignoring your reality, the reality that you complain about all the time. You are completely ignoring it. So any hope that you had of actually changing it goes out the window the moment that shit hits your lips. It's gone. Because in order to have a real impact on your life, your mind first has to be here. If it's not, nothing's going to change. And the irony, the real bittersweet irony of this is that when that haze is gone, guess what's still waiting for you? Your shitty life. It's still right here. So, here's what you have to realize. If you are really serious about making a change, nobody is going to do that but you. Sitting around, waiting, hoping that someone is going to change the law, someone is going to give you an opportunity, someone is going to give you a raise. All of these things do not serve you long term because they are not things that you went out and got. They are things you were given. And we do not generally appreciate things that we are given that we do not earn. That is the reality. You might not like it. You might not like this video or me because of it. I'm okay with that because I like the life that I am building. I like the direction that I am heading. Ask yourself, do you like your direction? It's okay. You don't have to answer here. I just want you to know that no matter what you decide, it is your life and your reality. And no matter how hard you try to run from it, it's still going to be here when you come back. And you always have to come back. You can talk as much as you'd like. Unless you do the actions, none of this is going to change. So, now that we've got all of our Christmas crap out of the way, a lot of you have spent about a mortgage payment on what your Christmas gifts were. You've lived it up. You've had your fun. Now you're about to go back to work. And when you do, I want you to look around and ask yourself, was the money that I spent necessary? Was the short-term gratification that I got really helpful? And am I committed to this cycle of short-term gains and drop-offs in my emotional stability and clarity? Are you okay riding this roller coaster where you wait for Friday, you feel good, and then you're back to this shit on Monday? You wait for a holiday, you're feeling good, and then you're back to this shit afterwards. It doesn't have to be that way. But the reality is it requires some action out of you that is drastically different from what the rest of the world is doing. So that's just my reminder to get your ass up, do something with your life today. Small incremental changes, fighting the battle every single day. That's what gets you there. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself. I'm saying make sure that some of that time that is yours is spent doing something that's productive, that's going to get you to a point where in 5-10 years, you're going to be proud of the decisions that you're making. Hopefully you won't look back and just cry about all of the money that was wasted. I'll see you guys in the next video.